Hello, 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 and welcome, 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 welcome. Special edition Monday Night Live. I wasn't going to do this, but I had no choice. I had to get this straight. I wasn't going to wait till Wednesday. There's no way I could have waited until Wednesday to deal with this situation. Um, you know how people act toward the end of the month when those Google checks come out. They want to make a lot of content, and they want to use my name to do it so they can get a few dollars in their pocket because they don't have jobs, they don't have education, they don't have no skills, and they rely on me for their livelihood. Welcome to everybody that's in the chat. For those of you who haven't done so already, please click like and share this video. Thank you very much for being here. Let's see who we got so far. Let me tune over here. Let me look over here. Hello, Mary. Teacher, preacher, welcome. Sheridan, Dee Dee He, Elmaria, Jacqueline, Christine, Lagatha, Betty. Welcome, 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 welcome. And all the Bush people, the people that don't like me, the people that rocking with the man of the hour. Even he's over here. I know he's lurking and listening because he don't know what I'm about to say. He had to wait for 2 whole days. But I'm going to say a lot of stuff tonight. I'm not going to call nobody out their name. I'm not going to do no cursing or yelling. Just going to be very calm because I got time and I got the receipts. So let's get into it. As you can see, I have some court cases on this thumbnail. They're public record from the state of Texas. But we're going to get into that. So I'm gonna put myself on the screen because I want you to see me. And I want to talk to you. So how did we get to this situation? How did we end up here? How did all this stuff happen? I'm going to give you a quick, for those of you who are new, it's going to be you're going to catch up, but everybody else is just going to be a refresher. For the last 2 years, I was exposing a certain person for the things that they were alleged to have done. The child molestation allegations, the criminal activity they were alleged to be doing, all kinds of stuff. I was exposing that person. Church people attacked me because of it, because I was going after a church person, and I'm considered an outsider. So the Bible speaks of situations like this, you know, in the end times. The Bible is very clear. If you look at 2 Timothy chapter 3, but mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power, have nothing to do with such people. They are the kind who worm their way into homes and gain control over gullible women who are loaded down with sins and are swayed by all kinds of evil desires, always learning but never able to come to a knowledge of the truth. Just as James and Jambres opposed Moses, so also these teachers oppose the truth. They are men of deprived minds who, as far as the faith is concerned, are rejected. But they will not get very far because, as in the case of those men, their folly will be clear to everyone. Let that sink in for a minute. Just let that sink in while I get to this. That's the times we're in, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the times we're in right now. People will embrace a lie and reject the truth. If you lie, they love you. If you tell the truth, they despise you and they attack you. That's what's been happening to me. You saw it happen for 2 years. Fake murder plot, people making video after video after video about me, telling lie after lie after lie about me. And for the most part, I laugh or ignore it. And every now and then I'll make a video in response. And that's what I've been doing because I knew the truth. And I had the truth on my side. Whenever they would come out and lie on me, I would respond to them by telling the truth. Now, mind you, these are people that I have never met. Some of them I may have talked on the phone with or online, but that's it. No face-to-face meeting. These people don't know me from a can of paint, but they've made it their personal agendas to try to destroy me and attack me at every turn. The person that I'm talking about tonight was an associate of the person that I was in an illegal situation with. This person was a loyal, blinded follower of that person. And he's like an underling for that person's right-hand man and another person. So I was addressing 3 other people that were attacking me, 3 people that he liked. So he picked up the mantle and decided to attack me unprovoked. So I'm going to read this to you. I'll make it perfectly clear from the jump before we get into this. I don't know Brian U. Henry II. He showed up after my court case attacking me. And to protect my family, I investigated his background because he was making thousands of comments about me, hundreds of videos. He was always in somebody's chat attacking me. He was always coming into my chat until we deleted and blocked him, attacking me. And because of my research, today he committed a felony, a series of felonies in the state of Ohio. He contacted my job. He made 8 phone calls in 4.5 hours. He left 3 voicemails to my supervisors. He contacted the mayor. He contacted my mother. He called my 85-year-old mother on the phone. I have the proof that he did it. People that are over there supporting him have got him in a lot of legal trouble that he can't work his way out of. And they left him. They thought it was funny. They thought it was cute. But it's not funny now. He's committed a felony. Are you going to bail him out of jail? Are you going to pay for his legal defense? Because he committed felonies. This is not a civil matter anymore. He's committed a crime. He's going to jail. So his name is Brian U. Henry II. And you know him as Knockoff or Knockout Media. I call him Knockoff because he's a knockoff. His name is Brian U. Henry II. That's not doxing. That's not harassment. That is his legal name, and it's on court documents that I will be reading to you tonight. That's who he is. Welcome, everybody that I missed earlier. Welcome, 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 welcome. So, I don't know what he expected to gain. I guess he thought he was going to get me fired. So, what he did today, he contacted the prosecutor, an assistant prosecutor in the city where I live because he thought I worked there. And they were like, well, sir, he doesn't work here. Sir, he's committed no crime. So he just started bouncing around to all the cities in the area until he found where I work. Fine by me. I have broken no laws. So he called and he flew into a tailspin when he saw what I was going to be talking about tonight. He's done about 4 shows a day. A couple of them he made private, but I got copies of all of them. So I got a text message. Started getting a bunch of text messages. Oh, he's over there now. He's talking live to your coworker. He got her on the internet. Da 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 da. She works for the law department, the prosecutor's office. You recorded her at our job without her permission. That's a felony. That's one felony that you committed. I was coming up the stairs to I wrote on a piece of paper. I said, "This is Brian Henry, who you're talking to. He lives in Houston, Texas. He's from San Antonio." So I'll explain everything. I don't want to get distracted by the chat's questions, but I'm going to explain everything. You just be patient. You'll get the answers to most of your questions. Well, for one, about my mother, my parents have had the same phone number for over 40, 50 years. So that's not hard. It's public record, just like his information is public record, which is what we're going to be talking about, some of it tonight. So last week, he put up the fake murder plot video that his partner, CTV, had been putting out, accusing me of killing the person I was plotting to kill, the person that I was in the court situation with. He put up my children's information in the video. So that was where I said, you know what? Ignoring him is not going to stop this fool. He's mentally ill. He gets Social Security for his mental illness. He had an IEP when he was in school. He was in special ed. He's slow. That's not me talking about him. Those are the facts. Bear with me. So under the Freedom of Information Act, Public Information Act of the state of Texas, I contacted the school system that he attended. That's the Northeast Independent School District in San Antonio, Texas. He went to James Madison High School, class of 2013. That's all public record. That's not me doxing or harassing. Those are public records. The reason I was able to obtain that information because on social media, he posted his high school picture of him playing basketball. So I looked up the school he went to and I found it. Yeah, he talking about, oh, I'm getting to that too. Just bear with me. So he went into a tailspin. When he saw I had that information, he freaked out. I got his name, his address, his date of birth. In a few days, I have everything, all his pertinent information. Criminal records, all that. In a few days, because I'm just waiting for them to send it back to me. They're going to send me his school records. I got a receipt email saying they received my request and they're processing the information. So I have his school records. Disciplinary records, if he ever got put out of school, whatever. I have all that in a few days. So since he's named after his dad and he lived in San Antonio, I went to the thumbnail I just had, the county records, civil and criminal courts. And I typed in his dad's name because he's named after his father. He's Brian U. Henry II. So his dad is Brian U. Henry Sr. So I started investigating his father and his mother because I'm trying to get a feel for his mind state, why what made him become mentally ill and stalk people like he does. So I wanted to find out. So what I did, I went and looked into the records. Public records while you're away. He called my job and claimed that I was using my resources to retaliate against him. So my boss said to him, "Sir, if he's retaliating, that means he's responding to something you did to him, right?" He didn't have an answer for that. He called back 8 times, left 3 voicemails. He even called the mayor, and all of them said the same thing. There is something wrong with this young man. And I explained to him he's off, and I showed him the picture of the voodoo curse that he said he's going to be. I hope he got his candle lit. I hope it burns him up. He said he was going to burn a black candle at 8 o'clock, and he was going to put a voodoo curse on me. So this is what he said in one of his posts, and I showed it to the police. Bear witness, stick a pin in the police comment. This is what he posted up. He said, "La Nina Blanca doesn't play about hers. I will be lighting my black candles tonight and saying a prayer. I would never ask for help from any of you monetarily. The only thing I ask for you is that you pray for me." This card is the Saint of Death, the priestess of goddess of death. Drug dealers and drug lords, the drug cartels, they build shrines and put this statue in a corner and make an altar. They pray that the goddess of death will destroy or kill all of their enemies and destroy and kill any police that try to arrest them while they're doing their illegal deeds. So that's who he's praying to right now while he's burning his black candle. Yeah. La Nina Blanca. Google that. You'll see. Very interesting. So the legal term that was given to me about Brian U. Henry II is this. He's a mendacious person. And what that means is he's given to or characterized by deception or falsehood or divergence from absolute truth. That fits him to a T. He's known for being deceptive, telling lies, and he will never tell the truth to save his life. He will not tell the truth. So let me go back up here. Let us begin. So there are pictures, ladies and gentlemen. I have a few slides I'm going to share, but I didn't share all of them because it's just too many to upload. But I got court documents from Bexar or Bexar County, Texas. It seems, oh, this is the one where his mama got all them charges for stealing. I'm going to put that to the side. So it appears Mr. Henry, his dad, had been married twice and divorced twice. His first wife, he divorced her in 1991. That's not Knockoff's dad, mom. He was married to a lady named Susan Henry, and he divorced her. He filed for divorce against her. She had a protection order against him, and they didn't. I don't know how long they stayed married, but he divorced her, and shortly thereafter, he married Knockoff's mama. So I have here Knockoff's mama is Henry, or his daddy, Brian U. Henry Sr., and Pamela Jordan is her maiden name, Pamela Jordan. Pamela Joyce Jordan Henry. It seems in 1999, she had to get a protective order against him. But that's not the first protective order. It seems that in 1995, oh yes, in 1995, let me go back up here. Y'all read along with me because I like to share receptacles. In 1995, when he first got married, he put his hands on her for the first time, right around the time Knockoff was born. Now, I had my theory as to why he did that. The year before he got the protective order issued against him the first time for putting his hands on Knockoff's mama, she had to get a restraining order against a man by the name of Charles. So could it be that Charles and Knockoff's mama was having a thing and daddy found out about it and put them paws on her? That remains to be seen. But I do know before they had their physical altercation, she had to get a restraining order against a man by the name of Charles. Then he put the paws on her, and she had to get a restraining order against him. He gets mad. He files for divorce. For some reason, they went to court. The restraining order got dismissed. The divorce decree got dismissed. They decided to try to stay together, work things out, blase, blase, blase. And that went on until 1999 when they had another physical altercation. And she filed for divorce this time. And this time the divorce was granted. She got a restraining order against Brian Henry Sr. And somewhere along the line, if you look at the divorce decree, there's only, when you divorce with children, they list the child. And he was the only child between Brian and Pamela Henry. And that's Knockoff Media, as you know, and Brian Henry II. So, I'm not lying. I'm not doxing anybody. I'm not stalking anybody. I'm simply responding to people that have harassed me online with lies. Y'all please click like and share. I haven't said anything other than to address the false information that's been put out on the internet for the last 2 years. Anybody that I've ever did a video about was me responding to them, never me attacking them. This young man who's 27 years old, just had a birthday. He's a few years older than my oldest child, has made it his life's calling for the last year to harass me, to lie on me. And I do not know him. And when I asked him on my show, what is it that you have given? He had no answer other than that he didn't like what I was doing as it pertains to people that he respected. Fair enough. But I always said then, and I've always said, if you're going to say anything about me, all I ask is that it be the truth. Because when you respond, when you come out and say something about me, I'm going to respond to you, but I'm going to respond to you with the truth. So this is the final divorce decree. I didn't put the first one because it was dismissed because I guess they decided to reconcile. But it didn't work. It was a tumultuous marriage, and it ended in divorce and domestic violence. This happened his freshman year of high school. So that explains to you why he's so emotionally disturbed. This also explains to you why when the salamander confronted him about this, she was under the impression that he was the one that attacked his mother. She didn't know that it was actually the daddy, because there's no criminal record anywhere of him hitting his mother. It's only records showing that the dad hit the wife. So she was wrong in that part. But when she confronted him about it, he snapped, crackled, and popped and went off. So when I did my research, because I'm a legal investigator, I found the information. So since you like to put information out there, so would you like to explain, because I know you're probably trying to simulcast this, explain to your subscribers why you lie so much, why you're so mentally unstable. And now I have the proof. You grew up in a dysfunctional home watching your daddy beat up and abuse your mother your entire childhood. I'm not making fun of it. I'm just simply stating the facts. That's what tipped you over the edge. You're a disturbed young man. You had problems all through school. You had an IEP. You were in special ed. I'm going to be in possession of your school records and disciplinary records real soon. I'm going to be in possession of all public documents, birth certificates, divorce decrees, marriage licenses, arrest records, school records, all public, all available to the public. So don't dish it if you can't take it. You can't take it. You've made video after video. You called my job and thought that they was going to fire me when they were sitting there listening to you on the speaker, and all of them were putting you on mute because they were laughing. Because they said, something's wrong with this boy. I said, yes, something is wrong with him. Anybody that would put a voodoo curse on somebody for telling the truth, you have mental issues. Anybody that would call an 85-year-old woman to tell their mother that he's gone too far. He's done da 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 da, and he's gone too far. And asking an 85-year-old woman a bunch of questions and recording her while you're talking to her. What is that going to prove? That you're crazy? We already know you're crazy. We already know you have mental illness. You just further proved it. But what's going to be the end result of this? Why? What's going to happen now? What's going to happen now? So see, I didn't put her theft charge up there. That's the last one she got. She got that one in '99, right around the time of the divorce. She got the theft charge. It's public record, ladies and gentlemen. Look it up. Don't take my word for anything that you see tonight. Look it up for yourself. Go over there and look it up for yourself. Yeah, go look it up for yourself. So look it up for yourself. Here's the second one. Back when she was a little younger. And this is another one. Just 3 of them. So that you know, I'm not making this up. I did request your records, your school records. That's the receipt right there showing that I did in fact request them legally. Online public information request to the Texas Education Association. Right there. Right there. Ding, ding, ding. That's it. That's it right there. So let's go further. You think I'm playing? No, I'm not playing. You're going to learn today, little boy. You're going to learn today to stop messing with grown folks. I told you to go sit down. So this is the email, public records request. I said, I am requesting the student records of, you know who I'm talking about. He graduated J. Madison High School in 2013. The Public Information Act gives the public the right to request access to government information. Your attention to this matter is greatly appreciated. I sent that. Yes, I did. From my private personal computer, not my work computer, which is the lie you told today that I was using my work computer to access your records. That's not true. But even if I were doing that, I would be within my legal right to do it at my job because you have been harassing me, and I'm going to read the law in the state of Ohio in a minute to the people so they can understand why I would, if I chose to, have the legal right to look at your records while I'm at work. Because I do have that right because I'm a legal investigator in a prosecutor's office. So I do have the right to do that because your actions have prevented me from effectively doing my job. You're stalking and harassment. You have placed my life in danger and my family in danger. You've jeopardized criminal investigations by harassing me, which is a felony in the state of Ohio. And I'm going to read the exact code again because I've already read. I tried to give you a warning a while ago to not do this, but you decided to do it anyway. So you committed a felony today. Yeah. So anyway, going down. So again, this is my confirmation showing proof that I did request those records the legal way, the right way. I even contacted his alumni association, and I said, I'm looking for this young man. I sent the request to the school. The school is circled in the bottom left. Yeah, so I am doing things the legal way. So you take a look at that. I am doing things the legal way. I'm not out here doxing and harassing people and doing all that stuff. I'm doing things the legal way. All this is public record. So I'm just waiting on these records to come in because I've sent the request out. I have receipts showing that I sent requests for the records and explain why I needed them. This is an ongoing criminal investigation. I am not bluffing. This is an ongoing criminal investigation as of today. This morning when he called my job, it became a criminal investigation in the state of Ohio. And the feds are involved. So this is another confirmation that I sent for public records request. Same information. I said, hello, I'm requesting the school records of Brian U. Henry II. He is a 2013 graduate of J. Madison High School and the address of the school. Any academic and disciplinary records that you have about him will be greatly appreciated. There you go. I'm not bluffing. I'm not lying. You know, when I come out here, you may not like me, but I always tell you the truth. Good, bad, or ugly. So there's his yearbook. I requested a copy of his yearbook from his alumni association, a PDF file. They're compiling that as we speak. So any pictures that he has in there, it'll just confirm who he is. I already know what he looks like, but so it's public information. It's the internet. So let me go back up here. I know I've been saying a lot, but yeah, call my mother. And he called my mother, and this is the phone number that he used to call my mother. This is his Google Voice number. This is not the number he used to call my job, by the way. He called my job, and his name showed up in the caller ID 8 times. This is the number, the Google Voice number that he uses. So if you ever get a call from this number or a number like it, because it's a San Antonio area code, this is the number he used to call my mother. This is a photo of, this is a actual photo from my mother's home phone taken by my brother. Because I contacted my brother, who's my mother's caregiver right now. He lives with my mom. I said, this is the number he used to call. This is a Google Voice number that he uses to troll and harass people. This is the same number that he used when he called my job requesting 20,000 documents be notarized. This is the same number he used when he was playing me live on his show, when he was making fun of me, calling my job, my private business that I own. This is the same number that he used then, and this is the same number he used to contact my mother today. Now he's mad because I reached out to his mother on Facebook and his daddy and left my cell phone number to discuss his mental health and his mental state and his harassment and the fact that I'm going to be taking legal action against their son, and they need to get their son under control. So I guess he felt the need to call my mother, but there was nothing he could talk to my mother about. One, I haven't lived in my mother's house in 35 years. I've been on my own since I was 18. There's not, my mother politely said, well, you got his number, don't you call him yourself? He don't live here. And she hung up because she was trying to watch Judge Judy and Judge Mathis. And she was mad that he was interfering with her TV time. So that's what he did. That's what he did. Yeah, Ken, you might have to do some, yeah, because he said he's going to put a voodoo curse on me. You are the same person who has done the same thing. No, you are a damn lie, Metrophone. That's why your name is Metrophone. I didn't do the same thing to him. And that's why you were sued. That's why your daddy should have just released himself on the mattress, or your mama should have swallowed Metrophone. Yeah, you're a troll, and now you're out of here. But anyway, you have a nice life, because I have never done anything to that man that he didn't deserve. I exposed him for what he did and what he was accused of doing. Big difference. But you don't care because you're rocking with ignorance over there. So anyway. But yeah, you good though. You good. You good. You good, sir. But it's all good. You have a nice life. And I hope I wish you well. Because you're a sick bastard. So anyhow, what was I saying? So let me get back here. Yeah. So let me put my nice little stuff up here, because I like my little logos that I created. I worked hard on. I like this little stuff. So what did I decide to do about the situation? Okay. What the first thing I did, I took the instructions of my supervisor, and I contacted the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and I filed a report. I called the FBI, and I spoke to the person at the FBI who's a contact that we have, and he told me to go on the website and fill out the form, and they would be in contact with me. So I did that. I did that this afternoon before I left work. Yep. And just so you know, I'm not bluffing. I'm not bluffing. I really did contact the FBI on you, sir. And yeah, I really did. Your address is on there. I blotted that out. Your apartment number, I blotted that out. Zip code, I blotted that out. But that number right there, see that number right there at the bottom? That's the number you used when you called my job 8 times and you left 3 voicemails. That's also the number you used when you called the mayor that I work for. That's you. And you were so ignorant. You called, and when your name popped up in the caller ID, Brian Henry, and then you had that number. I don't know who this is, but I'm busy right now. So, oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, okay. So yeah, somebody just sent me some more information about the stuff you did. So I turned this over to the FBI. And then I filed a complaint with the State Bureau of Investigations in Ohio. And then I filled out a police report downstairs in my job. So you got a local police, state police, federal government. They're investigating it. It's an ongoing criminal case. I'm out of it. So it's above me now. I ain't got nothing to do with it. This will be the last time I deal with you, other than in a court of law. I'm done. I mean, I ain't gonna be here long, but I just wanted to get that out there. And I've already done my statement for the people that are coming in late. I don't know this guy. He showed up after my court case harassing me to protect my family. I investigated his background just like I did everybody else that's out here lying on me and harassing me. Based on his actions today, he has now committed a criminal act in the state of Ohio that is a felony, and he's in trouble. And all of you people that were gassing him up, putting a battery in his back, are you going to help him now that he's in trouble with the law? Because he ain't in trouble with me. He's in trouble with the law enforcement. I ain't got nothing to do with it now. I have absolutely nothing to do with it. So are y'all going to still be rocking with him like you're doing? You know he's lying and you're enabling him to lie. So let me put this over here. Because see, I told you, y'all thought I was joking when I said to you, that I'm going to be dealing with you, I meant that. So I got all of my information and I kept it in this little offline. But so that you don't understand, what you did was menacing by stalking and telecommunications harassment. Now, if you had done that to a private citizen, it'd be a different situation. But when you did it to me, because I'm a person that works in the courts, what you did wasn't a misdemeanor. It is now a felony. I work for the prosecutor. I work in the courts. I am an officer of the courts. And when you did that, you violated the Ohio Revised Code that deals with menacing and stalking. And I shall read it to you. Part of it anyway. Because I fear for my safety, because you're mentally unstable, you hear little voices in your head telling you that what you're doing is okay. So the judge is going to sign off on the protective order. It's going to get expedited now because you call my job from your personal number and you harassed me. And you called 8 times and left 3 voicemails. And you called the mayor. See, under this statute, Ohio Revised Code 2903.211. Let me go back to that part. I'm going to only read the part that pertains to me so that you'll understand that how serious this is. Section D, item number 5, public official. And you harassed a public official and prevented me from performing my duties via computer and telephone. You posted messages online about me. And you disseminated information about me that was false and malicious, that you knew was not true. And because you did that, you interfered with me in the performance of my official duties as a government official, which is a felony in the state of Ohio. I'm going to say that again. You interfered with my performance of my governmental duties with what you did. And because I'm a government employee that you did this to, it is not a misdemeanor, it is a felony. Punishable by fine and prison time. Not county jail time, state prison time. And since you did it across state lines, it becomes a federal case. Because you are in Texas, I'm in Ohio. And what you did is commit a crime across state lines. You are in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. This is not me bluffing, this is not me talking, because they're going to call, they're going to interview me tomorrow and the rest of the week. This is an ongoing criminal investigation. You've committed a crime. You've committed several crimes. That means anybody attached to me, anybody in my house, anybody at my job, you cannot contact them. You cannot harass them. And you've done that. You've contacted my mother. You've contacted my place of employment. You've harassed my children. You put my children's pictures and likeness on the internet. You said all kinds of things about me. If you don't like me, you have a perfectly legal right to say, I don't like Darryl Moore. That's perfectly legal. I don't like Brian U. Henry II either. That's our right as American citizens. But what you do not have a right to do, sir, is interfere with a government official performing his duties by harassment and menacing and cyberbullying and stalking. And you committed a felony. You called from Texas on your phone and your name popped up in the caller ID. All incoming calls to my job, because I'm an investigator in the prosecutor's office, all of our phone calls are recorded. All of our phone calls incoming are logged. All I did was print out the copies of your phone log showing that you called. It's above me now. Now, when the law enforcement agencies show up tomorrow or the rest of the week, whenever they show up, or I have to go there, I produce that phone log as evidence showing that you did in fact call. So the lie that you tell are now catching up with you. Don't get mad at me. I'm gonna put this up now. I think y'all get the point. Yeah. Oh, praise his name. And his name is Jesus, Prince of Peace. So, ladies and gentlemen, offline. So, what you've done is commit some serious crimes. You're not gonna have to worry about stuff no more, sir. You've done some very bad things today. They got you in a lot of trouble. And I told all of y'all, go somewhere and sit down, leave me alone. This ain't what you want. You didn't believe me. I kept telling you, I said, we're going to deal with you offline. We are going to deal with you offline. I kept saying that repeatedly, that we were going to deal with you offline. And that's what we're doing right now. Marcellus is handling the funds for our legal defense. Please donate $20.88. Cash App Marcellus McMillan, that's his Cash App up at the top. I am not handling any of the money because the lie has been told that I steal, and the devil is a lie. I don't steal. I work hard. I work 60 hours a week. I pay my own way. So he's handling all the funds, and when the time is right, he will come before you on my platform and he will explain to you what's going on. But that is the information right there. We'd appreciate your financial support and your prayers and words of encouragement. So that's what we're doing. We're going to get these jokers offline. We're going to make the world a better place over here. So I have repeatedly said to you, go somewhere and sit down. And for those of you lurking in the bushes, Andrea Garrison, you are next. You are next. I got a folder with your name on it. You're next. Anybody else that wants some and feeling froggy, I'm gonna dig into your, I'm gonna get your records, public information. I'm gonna get your birth certificate, your divorces, your marriage license, your school records, your criminal records, your court cases, all of that. Everything that I need to make you go away, I'm gonna obtain it. But I'm gonna do it the legal way. And the reason I'm able to do that is because when you attack me as a government official and you put false information out about me in the public, you diminish my ability to perform my duties. And that's a crime in the state of Ohio. When you knowingly tell your subscribers, oh, here's the number, call his job or call her job, like they're doing with Kim, harassing Kim, call her job, and you tell these lies. Kim is a government employee. Can't do that. You're pushing your subscribers up, call his job, call her job, email his supervisor, do this, do this, do this, do this. You're breaking the law. It's not civil matters. Well, oh, you did something to make me mad. You cost me money. I sue you. No, you committed a crime when you contacted my job because you tied the phone lines up. The phone lines are there for people who are victims of crimes to call us so that we can help them. People that have been raped, domestic violence, armed robbery, any crime you can think of. That phone line is for them to call us. That's why the incoming calls to us are recorded. And there's a phone log kept of all of our incoming calls because our job, that phone line, those phone lines are there to help people, not for you to sit there and lie and try to get somebody fired because you're in your feelings because you're the descendant of a dysfunctional two people. That is not my problem. That is your you problem. You need therapy. You need to stop smoking weed. You need to stop doing drugs and alcohol and go get you some help. Now, it's obvious I'm not the only person he's ever done this to. He's gone to Darryl or the Sector's TV. He's gone to that man's job and held his phone out, did a live, showing the man's car, showing the man's place of business, pointing to the building. He up on top of a roof of another building, doing live videos. He's a stalker. He's mentally ill. He's out here. He's told people to contact Kim's job. Him and Salamander out here contacting Kim's job, telling lies. That's what they do. We're not out here doing that. We don't say nothing about these people unless they say something about us first. You will find no phone records or email records showing that I've ever contacted Brian U. Henry II. You will never find any documentation showing that I've ever contacted him. I have never contacted him. I've only responded to the stuff that he's done to me. Andrea Garrison, same way. I have never contacted her other than to respond to the lies and the stuff that she's tried to do to me. Same thing with everybody else. I have never gone after anybody. I've only responded to what they tried to do to me first. And that is my right. And all these people, I want you to come in very close and get your ears open. You do not have the right to tell me how I should think or feel or resolve this issue. It is not you who they're doing it to. They're doing it to me. So if I feel I got to go toe for toe with them, that is my right. But I choose not to because I have a life. I'm not going to go back and forth with these idiots. What I am going to do is go about it the legal way, the right way. Offline. I get the records. When they come out here lying, oh, Darryl's a pimp, a drug dealer, a drug user, a drug seller. He beats up this, he does that. I don't say nothing. I don't go blow for, oh, they lying, you lying. I don't have to because I know they're lying. The people that really know me know they're lying. So what do? Okay. Brian Henry wants to talk about me. Let's talk about Brian Henry's factual information. Andrea Garrison wants to talk about me. Let's talk about the fact that she has 4 kids and she only takes care of 2 of them. And the older 2 are raised by grandmama or great-grandmama. And she owes back child support to both of them. And there's a warrant for her arrest because of it. There's also a warrant for her arrest because she put her hands on the grandmother of one of her children. Let's talk about that. Those are legal documents. That's facts. That's not gossip and rumor. I can go to and pull the court documents down. She owes back child support. Her child support wasn't nothing but $110 a month, and she wouldn't even pay that because she can't keep a job. She had a job in a call center and quit that after a month because it was too hard. She doesn't keep employment. I'm not out here lying on these people. I got the facts to back up. If I come out and say you ain't no good, I got evidence to show why you ain't no good. But they don't have that with me. All they have is their dislike of me. Okay, you can dislike me, that's fine. But what evidence do you have to back up the lies and the bullshit that you come out here in front of people and tell? What evidence have you ever produced that was factual? You say I'm a drug dealer. Where's my arrest record? Where's my mugshot? Where's my court case for the drug dealer? You say I was a pimp. Where's my information for that? I beat up my spouse. Where's the information for that? I beat up my kids. Where's the information for that? You don't have it because it doesn't exist. But when I tell you that she owes back child support and I can put up a court case and she got a restraining order, I can put up a court case. She got outstanding warrants. I got the documentation. This boy, crazy cat shit, here's why. He grew up in a dysfunctional home where he saw his dad beat his mama like a piñata every day from the time he was born until the time he was in the 9th grade. And that's why he's so full of anger and hatred, because he saw violence. That's what he knows. He saw violence every day. That's not me making fun of him. Those are the facts. That's not gossip. That's not doxing. That's not slander. Those are the facts. I just read the court cases. I put them up on the screen. But you can't do that with me because that doesn't exist for me. All you got is, well, I don't like him. Okay, you don't like me. Fuck you too. When I say I don't like you, I put a document up. You can't do that. But you ain't got to worry about it now, because when you committed that felony today, those series of felonies, it's above me now. I ain't got to go back and forth with you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm done. Now, explain to your people why you so crazy now. Brian U. Henry II. That's your name. Ain't no knockoff me. There ain't no knockout me. Brian U. Henry II. Now, I find it odd. You can attack people, mainly me, left, right, up and down, all day, all night. But the minute somebody says anything about you, you cry bloody murder. Why? If you can't take it, don't dish it out. You harass people left and right, night and day. But the minute somebody, and we ain't out here harassing you, we're just responding to the bullshit that you do and telling the truth on you. Court documents. Oh, Darryl, what does mom and daddy got to do with you and him stuff? That's beneath you. You should know better. No, fuck you. This bastard been messing with me nonstop for months. And now one of y'all took y'all trifling ass over there to tell him to sit down and shut the hell up. But you gonna try to throw the bullshit in my lap. You can eat a dick. And I say that with all intensity. You can eat a dick sideways. Ain't none of y'all went over there to check him about his bullshit, but you want to come tell me, well, I think you should go to hell. That's what I think you should do. Right? Fast. Get there and stay there. He ain't messing with you, he messing with me. He's messing with my family. None of you said anything to him about him putting my family on the internet, him calling people's jobs, him harassing Kim, him harassing me, him harassing Marcella, him saying stuff about Roxanne. None of y'all said anything. But the minute I clap back, oh, I'm wrong. You go to hell. That's what you do. That's what you do. I got time tonight. That's what you do. You go to hell. Lied on this woman. This woman out here, an educated black woman, Ivy League educated, teaching high school and college. And you get your sorry ass up there and you call her job and make up lies. But the minute she responds to you, oh, she's all of a sudden a bad person. You contact my mother, you contact my job, and I'm the one wrong. Or what's his parents got to do with it? It got a lot to do with it. This goes to his mindset. He grew up seeing his dad beat the shit out of his mother every day, sometimes twice. She having affairs. He's having affairs. They both out there tricking off. That's what he grew up seeing. So he thinks dysfunction is normal. So he becomes an adult and he's a fool. He thinks violence and doing illegal stuff is okay because that's what he grew up seeing. I fought them for they created this animal. I fought them. They created this animal. The first time that she had a restraining order, he was 4 years old. So from 4 to 14, all he saw was foolishness. And then he grew up thinking that was okay. And now he's out in the world. Last year, he told me he's feeling suicidal. He ain't got no friends. He ain't got no family. No, because he can't be anybody's friend. Because he's crazy. And he's crazy because they raised him to be crazy. Daddy in and out of trouble. She in and out of somebody's bedroom tricking off. Stealing. Breaking the law. He thinks that's okay. He thinks that's okay to be like that. And that's why he's 27 years old with 3 animal support dogs in an apartment, smoking reefer, doing videos on a man he don't even know in the state of Ohio that's twice his age. All because I had the audacity to expose a corrupt ass person doing some corrupt ass shit, and he didn't like it because he was rocking with that person. So he made it his personal business to attack me. But the only reason he's out here attacking me is because when we did the mediation, I couldn't talk about that person or his employees, and they couldn't talk about me. So what they did, they had him out here windmilling because they having him say the stuff that they could no longer say. And he felt empowered and emboldened to do it. And then when I got tired of it, my God from Zion, I got in that ass. That's what's happened. And then the fool crossed the line today. He committed the felonies with an S on the end. And then that line heifer up there talking about her mama Nigerian. She might have fucked a Nigerian. That salamander don't know who her daddy is. Her daddy was one of her mother's tricks. Her mama was selling ass in Las Vegas. She got pregnant with that salamander, and the rest is history. And then she grew up in foster care because her mama didn't want nothing to do with her. Those are the facts. And I got that from her and from other people that knew her. Got it on my hard drive. Conversations, text messages, audio, phone conversations. I ain't out here lying. Then this retarded boy with the IEP. Now he's 27 years old, no education, no job, drug dependent, mentally ill, harassing people all day. And y'all thought it was cool and funny and entertaining. But when I got tired of it and I did something about it, he flipped out. When I put this thumbnail right here. Yeah, Miss Murph, this is what I'm talking about. I wasn't making this up, Miss Murph. I am honest to God, truthful. I would be fine if he disappeared and never said nothing. If he leave me alone, I'll leave him alone. But if he keeps coming for me, it's only gonna get worse for him because I'm gonna go deep on him. This is just the surface. Because I'll go all the way back to his grandmama because his grandmama called a charge. And he think I don't know about it. His granny called a charge. He's from a family of criminals. Now you explain to me how you are only child. You remember that picture? Oh, I got time tonight. Oh shit, I got time. Did I take that picture off here? I hope I did, and I probably did. But remember that picture that I posted of him? And I blacked out his mother and the other person in the picture. Remember when I posted that picture with him in that white shirt? Well, anyway, I'm gonna show you. See this picture right here? It was a picture of him, his mama, and another young man. And I blocked his face out. So anyway, in that picture was him, mama, and brother. But mind you, remember when his mama got divorced, he was the only child. So they said on paper. So if he was the only child when they divorced and he was 14, where did the brother come from? Because that means, because the brother that was in the picture that I blotted out had a beard down to here. So that means that brother was the same age or close in age to him too. So he's 27, that brother got to be 24, 25. That means mama got pregnant and had a baby somewhere else. And Brian Henry Sr. wasn't a pappy. Maybe that's why Brian Henry Sr. was laying on the hands, because he found out mama had something else going on. I'm just saying, speculation. I don't know anything. It's allegedly. Maybe that's the Charles White that she had to get the restraining order against. Maybe that's his baby. We don't know. Not saying it's fact. I don't know. I don't know these people. I'm just speculating. I'm putting the pieces to the puzzle together. But if he keep messing with me, I'm gonna put the whole piece of all the pieces together because I got time and I got resources, as you say, to find those things out. Because you made it my business when you started harassing me when I got this job. When I was working for myself, you was out there windmilling, did the silly thing. And then, but when I got this job, you called my employer. You interfering with me in the performance of my duties. As a government official, I'm not a meter maid, I'm not a librarian. I work for the courts, the criminal justice system. And when you interfere with me doing the performance of my duties, that is a felony in the state of Ohio. And now your black ass is in trouble. and a whole heap of trouble. Heap of trouble. I ain't out here lying on you, but you've been lying on me nonstop for almost a year. I told y'all, go sit down. Go on, get. I told you. Go on somewhere. You didn't listen. You thought I was playing. You thought I was a joke. Oh, that old man, he don't do nothing. I bet you know now. And for those of you in the bushes, I'm putting you on notice. Your ass is next. Because I'm just getting warmed up. And everything I do gonna be offline behind the scenes. And next thing you know, it's gonna be just like this. Pop. You're gonna look up, I'm gonna have your birth certificate. You're gonna look up, I'm gonna have your marriage and divorce records. You're gonna look up, I'm gonna have your school records. You're gonna look up, I already got your addresses. You're gonna look up, I'm gonna have your employer's information. And I'm gonna send them copies of all the police reports that I've had to file against each and every one of you. For those of you like this boy right here that's on SSI, I'm gonna contact the Social Security Administration this week and explain to them if he has enough sense in his head to sit there and harass people online all day, he can go get off his ass and get a job. He's capable to go get a regular day job and stop living off taxpayer money. He don't deserve a SSI check. He can go get a damn regular day job just like everybody else. Or take his ass to school and learn something and then go get a job. I mean that. And for those of you out here tricking off on child support pimping and income tax pimping, I got something for you too. You're gonna learn today. All you people that been messing with me and thought it was funny. It's a new day. And see, this boy thought that by calling my job, oh, Darryl, you fired. Clear your desk out and get out. And they said, something wrong with this boy. Something wrong with this person. And told me, you have our full support. Go contact, here's the number. Contact that agent with the FBI and tell him what's going on, and then let him tell you what to do from there. And that's what I did. He's the first one. Rest of y'all next. Think I'm playing. You watch what happened to him. Watch what happened to him. I got the full support of my department that I work with because they were on the speakerphone, listen to him, listen to this fool talking about, well, he got a gun. Okay, sir. He's a licensed gun owner. He's a law-abiding citizen. Has he threatened to kill you with his gun? Has he done anything to you? No. Well, what's the problem? Do you live in Ohio? No. Well, what's the problem? Why are you calling us to tell us about a personal difference you have with our employee? Crickets. Crickets. You have no standing in the legal system against me. I've never threatened you. You threatened me. I've never showed up to your place of employment. You did that to Sector TV. Everything I've talked about with you pertains to court documents. So I showed them everything that I've ever said about. I even showed them this folder because this folder sits on my desk at my job. I said, this is the information he's mad about because he knows tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to talk about his mother and father's turbulent relationship and how it created the monster that is him. I said, he's mentally ill because of those two people. And they looked at the information. They looked at me and said, you doing it at your house? I said, yep. Ain't none of our business. Carry on. I haven't broken any laws, violated any company policy. I've done nothing against my job's directives. You, on the other hand, have committed a crime by contacting my job, and you lied on the phone. You said I had a gun and that I was flashing it all on the internet. No, I took my children to the gun range because I'm teaching them proper handgun safety. And that's perfectly legal. I'm a licensed gun owner. My son is a licensed gun owner. My youngest son, he's able to hunt and fish in the state of Ohio. So he was shooting my gun, which is all perfectly legal. But you tried to twist it. You know that term I had earlier on the screen? You tried to twist my words. You're a mendacious person, given to or characterized by deception, which is you, or falsehood, lying, or divergence from absolute truth. You won't tell the truth if it means your life. You're a lying person. And that's what you tried to do. And you thought by calling my employer that would somehow get me in trouble and I would lose my job. And when the mayor and the other people said something wrong with you, and then my supervisor, soon she got through taking care of the court, she said, Darryl, call the agent so-and-so and tell them what's going on. Game over. Now you're on the hook for some felonies. Are your friends gonna help you now? I'll wait. Cause I know you're in the bushes. So I'll wait. You ain't gonna come up here because I'm not gonna send you the link. I'll wait. You sat there and lied. You lied on a recorded line today. You made 3 voicemails to each one of my coworkers. My boss, the head of the law department, who's also the head prosecutor, the assistant law director, who's the assistant prosecutor, and our office administrator. And you left all 3 of them in voicemail. You didn't leave a voicemail on my line, but you left it on theirs and you lied. Then you called the mayor. Then you called 5 more times to my department because you kept saying, oh, I want to file a report. So the lady told you after she got tired, first time you called, you tried to call anonymously. She said, no, that's not how this works. You have to give us your name, your address, your phone number, and email to file a complaint. And then you hung up. Then you call back. Well, I don't mind you having my information. Okay, well, give it to me. Here's, and she gave you her email. And then you posted her email on the internet. That's where you messed up. Strike number 2. Strike number 1 was that you recorded yourself talking to her without her permission, and she's a government employee, and you put her on the internet. She's filing a report against you too, by the way. All our incoming calls are recorded. That's the law. We have to record the incoming calls. It's not, we don't push a button and record. As soon as we answer, hello, Darryl Moore. Darryl Moore's desk, may I help you? Yes, Mr. Moore, I'd like to file a report. Okay, let me get a pen. What's your name, sir, ma'am? What seems to be the problem? The call is recorded so that when we go, if you have to go to court, we have evidence, date, time, all of that. When you call, who you spoke to, all of that's evidence. And you did that 8 times today. And your number popped up in the call ID. And it's on the call log. And I printed it out. They have it in the file. The law enforcement, they're going to have it. You did that, not me. You did that, sir. Felony, state of Ohio. And they will extradite you, by the way. You know, the feds and U.S. Marshals, you know, they're good for kicking a door in at 3, 4 in the morning. You going to jail, them dogs going to the pound. Bingo, Mr. Simpson. What would make you think that you could call a prosecutor's office, file a false report against one of the employees, trying to get them fired, and there not be a legal repercussion for it? I know you're mentally ill, but what would make you think that? Somewhere in your head. But see, y'all people over there that support him, I fought you for this, and this is why. You know he's wrong, and you see what he was doing was going to get him in trouble, and you didn't do nothing to stop him. Now he's in trouble. What are you going to do? Are you going to still be, you're going to be laughing and giggling, man, he shouldn't have did that? Or are you going to put up some money to get him out of jail or help him with his legal fees? Because he's in a lot of trouble, And I'm not making that up. He's in a lot of trouble. I don't know what the outcome will be. I have no dog in that fight. I'm done with it. But all y'all that was gassing him up, you created this monster. You created the monster that was already there. You made it bigger. because his childhood created the monster. You enhanced the monster. You fed the monster. That's what you did. And he's in a lot of trouble. And hey, what can I say? But anyway, thank y'all for coming. Keep me in your prayers, because according to the voodoo priestess, I'm supposed to be falling dead or something. Black candles burning. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I got a praying mama. I got people that praying for me around the world. And I pray for myself too. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. And I believe in the Holy Spirit. I don't believe in no witchcraft. And no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Ever. Ever. So you missed me with that one. Yeah. You good. You just, I don't know what to tell you. Figure something out. Because you're going to have to answer to this. This ain't Darryl going to civil court. This is state versus Henry II. That's what this is. Or U.S. government versus public defender. Ain't going to really help you much. You thought you were going to be able to call in anonymous, but Darryl Moore did this to me. Okay, what's your name, sir? I'd rather remain anonymous. No, it don't work that way. You have to give up your contact information, and it has to be verifiable, or it's tossed to the side. You did that. You did that today. You're irrational. You act on impulse and emotion. You don't use critical thinking. We got smart parts over here. You would have never provoked me to fly off the handle and call your job 8 times. I don't care what you do. You thought you were going to make me mad when you called my mom. You didn't make me mad. I expected ignorance out of you like that. But see, here's the bad part. Now, see, in my family, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Come here. I'm the nice one. My brother, you called the house where my brother lives with my mama. And right about now, and he got both of your phone numbers. He got them. And I come from a large family on both sides. I don't know what to tell you. That ain't no threat, but I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have some explaining to do. Yeah. You're going to have some explaining to do, sir. I'm the nice one in the family. I'll try to reason with you. Them other jokers, ain't no choir boys in my family. Ain't no tambourine players. Ain't no glitter biscuits. You brought all of this on you. You brought this on yourself. And for those of you in the bushes, if you care about your boy, you'll tell him to go on and stop while he's ahead. If you care about old Salamander, you'll tell her to go sit down somewhere. But hard head make for a soft ass, I guess. And I'm out. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for coming. Please bless the Cash App. And I'm gone. Kill. I'ma get them niggas. Kill. I'ma get them niggas. Kill. I'ma get them niggas. Hey, y'all. I'm gonna get them niggas. And I'm coming.